The last point, again, it's something that I talk about extensively in my ebook, is misleading classifications. In a lot of these studies, again, because of these food frequency questionnaires, they ask you, okay, how much of X food product did you eat? Okay, how much of Y food product did you eat? But in theory, it sounds okay. Fine. You ask them how much meat they ate, for example. You ask them how many grains or how much dairy they ate, for example. But in practice, it's a lot more complicated than that because most people do not just eat one food group at one time. Most of our meals for most people in the world is a mixture of different food groups, right? So take a pizza, for example, right? A pizza where let's say you put some veggies on it as toppings and you put some like red meat on it as a topping, okay? Now, what exactly should that food be classified as? Well, the base, like the bread of the pizza, well, that's grains right there, okay? Then you put cheese on the pizza, okay, that's dairy. Then you have some veggies and maybe some fruits as toppings, okay, you have fruits and veggies. And then you have red meat as your, or just meat, let's just say, as your fourth topping, right? So, well, again, we have kind of all four food groups. So what do we call this? What do we classify a pizza as in a study? Well, in practice, most of these studies will classify a pizza as red meat, even though there is bread, there is dairy through the cheese, and there are veggies, but somehow it's classified only as red meat. I don't think anybody can argue in good faith that observing pizza is the same as observing red meat as a whole. But that's exactly what these studies do. They use these misleading classifications to malign a lot of the times red meat, right? So observing pizza and burgers and lasagna, other kinds of mixed foods like that, they'll be classified as red meat. And then when you observe outcomes that are bad, then the headline will say that, oh, red meat causes XYZ detrimental health outcome. But again, it's like, what about all of the other stuff that we were counting as red meat? What about the grains? What about the veggies, for example? Like, what about all of those other things, right? It's just misleading. You're not getting the full picture.